aggressive in the paint.
Here we go. Malonga against Hamby. Breeze ball to open Saturday night. Thanks for being with us here on True TV. Only 3 regular season game nights left in the weekend. We play next Friday, a quadruple header. Lob pass from Wheeler. Hamby settles, blocked by Malonga. Instant impact.
Instant impact, and Malonga, one of the things we worked on is trying to play defense without fouling. Excellent job.
And Beckers cans a 3 on the other end.
Offense to defense. Breeze getting it done early in this game.
Good sign for Beckers, who's now made 16 threes, 38% three-point shooter. To the nail, Wheeler too strong, rebound Beckers. On Tuesday, Breeze fell to Lunar Owls by 5. Malonga had a career-high 29. Beckers hunts, picked up the dribble, turned over.
That's the second turnover for Paige Beckers there. She's just really trying to get the ball to one of her bigs. I think sometimes she picks up her dribble a little bit too early that time.
And they missed Malonga in the paint. Erica Wheeler was guarding Malonga. They had to get that ball inside.
Burrell pops a 3. Solid defense by Breeze. Ball was tipped, so still Vinyl basketball.
Brendan, I don't know if you can say pops a 3. It has to go in for it to pop. She just shot him.
You're already starting with me. Minute 12 into the first game.
Was that an air ball? I mean, I don't know. Pops a 3 is like...
I'll say releases next time.
Okay,
That works. Mo was in agreement. Okay.
Right.
Got 2 double big lineup for us in the booth tonight.
Right. I mean, I thought it went in when you said that.
Wheeler lets it fly and hits. Finals on the board.
That's huge for Wheeler. Wheeler come out, start knocking down some buckets now. Come on.
She can get hot quick, too, so the Breeze needs to shut that down soon.
Well, Vinyl shakes the rust off. First game in 12 days. And they are without their second leading scorer, Ryan Howard. Hamby leads the squad in scoring, drives to the basket, draws a foul on Jackson.
That right there is what Hamby's great at, getting to the rim, being the aggressor. I personally struggle playing against her sometimes because she's so aggressive, but that's her gift.
Coach Weatherspoon talked to us this morning about defense being our identity. We have to be incredibly disruptive on the defensive end. And for both clubs, so far, so good for the most part.
I like the way both clubs have come out. The aggression is important, but defensively getting stops. This may be a low-scoring game. We talked about that a little bit earlier, Brendan, because it's going to be important for Vinyl. They do better when they can keep teams with a low target score.
These clubs met January 17th. Each club plays all other 7 opponents twice. It was a 15-point win for Vinyl, 81-66. Becker step back three-pointer, in and out.
Vinyl's doing a great job of securing the paint, not letting the Breeze get inside.
And Breeze now 1 for 4 over their last 3. Becker's got the scoring started. Hamby pounces in the paint. Malonga stands tall. Hamby the footwork.
She might be one of the best in the league at doing that. It's just a 3-pivot move that she does, but she does it so well. Great footwork in the paint by Hamby.
And so patient, not rushed while she does it. Malonga trickles off the iron, saved by Hamby. Ray Burrell is on the move, has Jackson to beat. A couple of Sparks teammates on the outlet. Hamby tees up a 3. Grabbed by Beckers. Nifty dribbling by Beckers into the paint for 2.
This is where I feel Paige Beckers is at her best. She's right now having to put her head down. She knows she has 2 turnovers. Just go put the ball in the basket a little bit. Get to your sweet spots. Take over, lead your team, and then look maybe for that pass after you put pressure on the defense.
Ray Burrell touches every piece of the iron.
Speaking of putting pressure, Ray Burrell getting downhill off the screen. I thought that was a great look.
Paige Beckers has talked about negotiating going into games. So I want to facilitate early or hunt my shot. In this case, shooting it early to find Malonga right on the block.
What about, that was a beautiful pass there. And Lisa, I already know what you're thinking. As bigs, we need to finish these layups. But Becker sees 2 on her, dishes it out to Malonga. Malonga just needs to take her time a little bit. Yeah, she got fouled, but as posts, these are shots that we have to make. Quoting Miss Lisa Leslie.
Come on, Mo, you already know.
Did you bring a quote book?
You know what? We got in the gym earlier this week. Yeah, muscle memory. We got in the gym earlier this week, so I take my mental notes for sure.
Substitutions by both clubs.
All right, here are the bigs.
This is the matchup you wanted.
This is it.
Cameron Brink in for Breeze. Brittany Griner in for Vinyl. BG went for 17 points and 7 boards in the Vinyl win over Breeze in mid-January. Wheeler circles back, has to fire. And Breeze makes the stop.
Excellent defense by the Breeze. Cam Brink talked about their strategy was to play guard or front if they can. BG, that time she wasn't available, forced Wheeler to really have to take a bad shot.
Yeah, folks at home, that is not a pop.
That is not a pop.
Not a pop.
Kick ball in the paint. 8-7 Vinyl. Midway through this opening quarter. Vinyl just a game back of Breeze at 4-7. And Breeze sits at 5-6.
Courtney Williams playing against her former team. This is going to be really interesting.
Just a little chip.
Little chip on her shoulder. I'm still not used to seeing her in the pink jersey, but I'm looking forward to seeing how she balls out tonight.
She's the vet, 10-year veteran, 31 years old, Courtney Williams. Breeze is stopped. Burrell shoots out of a cannon, hit the brakes and score!
That's that athleticism that I talked about earlier. Her versatility, playing off of 2 feet. Love to see it, Ray Burrell.
Wow, a Ferrari the other way. Ball bounces into Williams' hands. Kick out Jackson, 4-3.
That's a great kick out by Courtney Williams. A top assist leader in this league, but she's done a nice job ever since joining the Breeze also, picking up where she left off with Vinyl, being able to make excellent passes.
And Williams assimilated well in her debut with Breeze, had 7 assists on Tuesday. Leaves it short, ripped down by Burrell, wrap-around pass to Wheeler.
Smart for Wheeler to pull it out. That shot would have got blocked by Cam Brink.
Burrell rises over Williams. Collected by Jackson. Averages 15.6 points per game. Pull-up jumper, cash. She's back.
I see Rikia, the beauty is coming out being a beast. And I like that it was a rhythm shot. She just looked poised, didn't try to force anything.
5 straight Breeze points for Rikia Jackson. Break the stuff. Glides in the paint, tripped up.
Awkward play there.
She's strong. I'm sure she'll be okay, but it's one of those when you hit the floor faster than you expected.
The irony is Cameron Brink met with us this morning, and she said, I'm tired of us getting pushed around early in these games, and literally happened.
And Rikia Jackson just smooth right there, walked right into that 17-foot shot. And you gotta love it, the patience that she's come out with.
Sanaya Rivers
My
enters the
former
game.
teammate. Shout out to my girl, Nye.
Nye with the new hairstyle. I like it, changed the color.
New curls. Love to see it.
Yeah.
She'll be on her way to her 2nd pro season out of NC State. Cameron Brink out of Stanford. One worth 2. Griner clears. Coach Noelle Quinn of Breeze turns to Beckers and Williams to share the backcourt. Says Rivers on the hunt for Vinyl. Lob pass, Griner makes the catch. Woo! And scores.
That's a beautiful pass, but a great catch by Brittany Griner. Cam Brink got her hand on that ball.
Paige Beckers for 3, off the mark. Offensive rebound, out to Williams, catch. That's a 3.
But that all starts with Cameron Brink from her offense, her defense. There she is again.
Around the world, Ray Burrell.
Come on, Ray Burrell with
So
the finish.
speedy, so quick.
That was a little bit of the patience and the poise from Burrell. Hill has 6, Brink splash.
That's a tough shot. Getting that over BG is not easy. You gotta have arc on that shot.
Crossover move by Burrell, float game. Rebound Beckers. Eyes up the floor. Scans, calls for a screen. Fadeaway J, in and out. Here comes Burrell. Walk up 3-pointer. Ray Burrell! Right between the eyes, 9 points.
Y'all, I think she heard me hyping her up pregame. She's out here balling.
Brink, can she answer? Yes!
Come on, Cam Brink. Step in and get the battle. I love the fact that Cam is out here focused and locked in.
Breeze now 4 of 6 from deep, and Brink the steal. Beckers has Burrell attached to her. Off 1 foot. Oh, filthy! Paige Beckers!
Okay, Paige with the 7-point, with the step back, still in her mid-range, and I love that everybody's just really being really comfortable playing their game, not forcing bad shots, and that's going to be a good.
Killer Ray!
Speaking of feeling it, Ray Burrell, ultra confident.
At the end of the first quarter with the score, Breeze.
2-point lead for Breeze at the end of one, Mo.
Loving to see Killer Ray sizing up the defense. Step back three. Looks pretty, looks smooth. We'll be back after this break.
And that's what excites you about her future.
Good stuff, Allie. Let's take a look at second quarter action through the Samsung Galaxy Game View, powered by Galaxy S25 Ultra. Burrell rise and fire, left it short, rebound Beckers. Well, Breeze was 4 of 7 from distance in the first quarter. They were 3 of 12 overall Tuesday against Lunar Owls. Both clubs 8 of 17 in the first frame.
Well, this is one of these exciting lines, Brendan. Lineups we talked about with both Sanaya Rivers in, with Ray Burrell. The two of the most athletic players. Both, they can guard any position, block shots. Can they continue to make stops here? It'll be interesting for Vinyl.
What I've liked from Vinyl so far in this game is they've been getting a lot of hands, tips on the ball. They haven't always recovered it and come up with it, but they're getting their hands on passes. You could just tell that they're being very active in their defense.
The energy that does not show up in the stat sheet, but goes a long way in putting out victories. Rivers around the pick. Hamby on the roll, stolen by Williams. In the backcourt with Beckers, they share.
That ball needs to go in. There you go. Malunga with the mismatch. The ball has to go in every single time. You have Sanaya Rivers, who's a great shot blocker, but get that ball into Malunga.
Paint Dutches do wonders. Burrell, tight ropes, flips it up, and a foul by Beckers. Ray Burrell heads to the line.
What I like about the Breeze is just the patience that they're taking. You see Paige here, she recognizes she has Malunga, but she doesn't have the right angle. Makes one extra pass. Malunga able to just seal it off and finish strong on the inside.
Let's take a look at the free throw leaderboard presented by Xfinity. Yes, Xfinity is handing out another $50,000 prize for the player with the highest free throw percentage. From the night we were in Philadelphia, January 30th, through next Friday, the final day of the regular season, minimum 10 free throw attempts required. So many players aren't close. Another paint touch. Malunga could not cash it in. Hamby attacks the basket, split two, but coughed up. Numbers for Breeze. Beckers the lob. Malunga the catch. Pinballs out.
Look too relaxed on both of those missed layups.
You remember that. Don't get too relaxed when you're shooting your layups, because then you're more likely to miss it.
Yeah.
Malunga, continue to stay focused when she's down there and finishing. It's going to be important.
Malunga rises on the glass. Taking notes in real time.
Well, that's the intensity that she has to finish. Regardless of where the defense is, you have to keep the intensity and see the ball go through the basket. And actually, she makes the harder shot, right? Paige shoots it. She missed 2 easy layups that comes out. But here, you know, with Hamby as well as having Ray Burrell hanging on her, she's able to finish strong.
She was way more assertive, way more aggressive in that last play.
Dearica Hamby just picked up a technical foul, so one worth one. Now Malunga a chance to cap a three-point play. But while it was a more difficult shot, that's this league. If you can make a mistake, you get cooked on one end, you got to be on to the next play, right?
Next play mentality for sure. Short-term memory as well, and that's what I try to encourage my teammates. You see people get frustrated. Oh, I missed that. Got to keep it pushing.
Well, you emulate that, that's for sure. Mo Billings of Hive off a big win last night over Rose. Oh, what an up-and-under move by Burrell.
Now, y'all calling her Killer Ray, but I'm going to tell you, Sweet Baby Ray is out here tonight.
Ray.
Come on.
Finger licking good.
Yes.
That was sweet. Can Beckers answer from distance? Yes. Swirls home. Breeze bit three-pointer. Now 11 for Beckers. Wheeler turns on the Jets.
Vinyl having their way in the paint tonight.
Malonga fake the give back to Beckers. Attacks, falls away. Short. Final on the move, down 5. Burrell on the kick. We approach the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Beckers, pull up, got it.
I'd like to see Vinyl pick the ball up before half court. Paige Beckers walked into that offense, essentially shooting that mid-range. They need to pick her up before half.
11-6 Breeze in this second quarter. Burrell turns the corner, flood game, smooth.
Come on, sweet baby Ray is out here getting buckets on everybody right now. I love it.
She's having her way tonight.
Oh, so much polish. Williams in the paint. And to, Allie reported on what Coach Weatherspoon's expecting, but for Ray Burrell, we hear so much about the athleticism. Now it's putting it into motion. The basketball part. Up fake, foul Malonga.
I love the pump fake, the consistency there. But when you go back to Paige Beckers, she's having her way. I like that she's come out aggressive. Oh man, you better put a hand up because that's all net, baby.
High is 22. She had at the end of January against Laces. Missed free throw by Vinyl. Wrestled away by Malonga. Breeze ball. Up next we have Lunar Owls and Mist. Misty's our playoff bound. Lunar Owls look to keep pace with Mo Billings High. She might say otherwise, but she's impartial tonight on the broadcast, right, Mo?
I got to keep it professional.
Right here on True TV. Night 2 of 4 nights in a row here in Miami. Burrell escapes, still has 5 to shoot, drives in Jackson, swats it away.
So we talk about making the right reads. That's one where I would have loved to see Ray Burrell make the kickout pass. She has 2 defenders on her. BG in the corner, wide open. BG can hit the 3. Make that pass to your teammate.
That's a good point.
Still half a second on the shot clock. Griner catch off 1 foot, not in time.
Something I think the Vinyl's done well all season is establishing BG early, and they haven't done that so far in this game. She's so hard to guard. I know the Breeze has bigs as well, but they need to establish her in the paint. She's one of the most efficient bigs here at Unrivaled.
Coach Noel Quinn's bigs have taken more pride in sealing and not letting their opponent intimidate them. Largest lead now for Breeze thanks to Jackson, up 9.
What I love what the Breeze are doing is putting Brittany Griner in that pick and roll. And because she's in a drop coverage, they're just coming off taking that mid-range jumper. So easy and smooth, and I don't think they're going to change this.
First 3 for Erica Wheeler, who is top 5 in 3-point percentage. Becker's mid-range money. Allie LaForce is on the Vinyl bench with De'Erica Hamby.
Well, De'Erica, it took some time for your team to get itself going, but then you did find a rhythm. Yeah. What got you back into the flow of this game?
I gotta go.
Okay, get back in there. Hey, when your name is called, you go.
Hasn't happened in a while, Allie. On the swing, Jackson rim-rattling three-pointer.
Back like she never left. For Kia Jackson, she can hit these shots that she's making in her sleep. No hesitation.
The Beast is back, 10 points for Jackson. In a low stance, guards Burrell, post touch, Griner draws 2. Wheeler for 3.
That's good defense from Paige Beckers, kind of bringing a drop help to BG. She had to force a kick out.
Stop and start by Jackson, off the glass and in. Oh, poetry in the paint, 12 points.
Come on, the beauty and the beast is in her bag. I love it.
27 combined for Beckers and Jackson. Breeze leads by 13. This was a 2-point game at the end of 1. Burrell puts the head down and a reach-in foul by Breeze. The Unrivaled halftime show is presented by Ford. Stay tuned. Lisa reveals her current picks for MVP.
Man,
The Miller Lite Most Valuable Player Award.
That is not easy, first of all. So just before y'all start tweeting and Xing and sending me threads, it is not easy to pick the MVP, but I'm going to do my best to be fair.
Just send all your complaints to me. Leave Lisa alone. How's that?
Oh, okay, Cam with another block. Oh, my
Gallop's in
God.
on the kick out. It's a blocking foul. Now the foul occurred before the shot.
I can't wait to see the replay for this because it looked like Ray Burrell had her feet set. Cam Brink had a full head of steam. Made the right kick-out pass. That's a tough call. That's why I play ball. I am not a referee. This is reason why.
Beckers backing down, travel.
Wow, Wheeler with the pull the chair from underneath Beckers, which forces her to travel.
That's a vet move right there.
That really is. And a post move. What you know about pulling a chair down there, Mo?
I will say, though, I love E-Dub's energy on defense right now. She's really getting into Beckers.
11-year vet out of Rutgers, Erica Wheeler with the right-hand finger roll.
She was one of my favorites to play with in Atlanta. I love playing with E-Dub's energy. So much fun.
Former All-Star Game MVP, first player undrafted to win the award. Fade away by Jackson, rolls off. 11-point lead for Breeze. Hamby drives, box out Jackson, shovels it Beckers. Surveys the floor, drives to the basket. Award continuation, 17 for Beckers and a chance at a three-point play.
What I love about this play is that Becker knew that Wheeler was going to reach for this ball. She gets there, slows it down, but the body contact just enough to throw Wheeler off and finish with the and one. Looking for players to step up. Substitution is tough because you want to make sure you have the right pieces on the floor.
Coach Weatherspoon, the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Famer, two-time Olympic medalist.
Execution is going to be big here. This is a play that she just drew up, coming off the double drag to the flare.
Like that.
But that's a great read. They wanted to get the pass to Bray Burrell on the flare, but E-Dub read it right.
Beckers at the horn, off the heel. Erica Wheeler with 11 first-half points, and Breeze leads by 12.
Well, Breeze did an excellent job of executing their offense, but it really started with their defense. Breeze I love that pick and roll, getting to their sweet spots. I thought they did an excellent job executing their offense.
I think Vinyl started off hot, but then cooled down. It goes to, like you said, Breeze's defense on both ends, executing on the offensive side and on the defensive side.
Paige Beckers and Rickea Jackson combined for 30 of Breeze 47 points in that first half. You're watching Unrivaled on True TV, presented by Samsung Galaxy. Fourth halftime coming up. The playoff picture, 3 clubs have already clinched a spot. Now it's 5 clubs vying for 3 remaining spots.
These
Up
games
next
are
in Mist and Lunar Owls.
These games are going to get spicier and spicier, trying to clinch these last playoff spots.
Vinyl at 4-7, 1 game back of Breeze. Vinyl currently your last team in 6th. Turnover, Jackson gallops through and a reach in by Erica Wheeler.
That's a tough play right there because E-Dub is trying to get the ball into De'Erica Hamby, but Hamby has 3 seconds in the paint. She got to get out. So they just kind of missed the connection there.
Not many 3-second calls in Unrivaled, it feels like. It really
This
ever.
is true. But as a player, that clock is going off in your
That's
head.
true.
You're like, I got to get out.
Beckers pulls up. Malonga, the putback.
Love it. Dom doing a nice job of just streaking to the basket. There for the miss and putback.
Dominant Dom, like you said.
9 points for Malonga. Burrell aims to shake free. Crossover dribble. Deep paint and knocked out of bounds by Breeze. Vinyl has 2.7 on the shot clock.
You talk about Dom dominating on the offensive end, but here on defense, she just switched on to Ray Burrell, one of the shiftiest guards here in Unrivaled, and she kept her in front.
Another thing right now, the Vinyl team just getting real frustrated with each other. And sometimes when you show that frustration, just that little bit of negativity can really weigh on the team. So they need to regroup. You know, huddle. Sometimes just giving 5s, creating that synergy that's just like, hey, we can get it back right here.
That's an excellent point when you're trying to make a comeback. You have to be on the same page.
Page into Jackson. Turns in the paint, in and out. See if Hamby can get going. 4 points, 1 of 6 shooting. Wheeler was a microwave early. Malonga, another stuff. 3rd block of the game. Beckers the swing. Jackson, a 3.
Now that play happens because Malonga runs the floor and pulls the defense, which allows you see Rickea Jackson wide open on the outside. Excellent pass by Paige as well.
15 points for Jackson. Another block shot. Now 8 in the game for Breeze. Malonga has 4.
Dominique dominating down low. First this pass here, Dominique comes up, and we talked about blocking shots at the top. She does an excellent job there.
And that's a big, when you're going against a player who's taller than you, like Dominique Malonga, you have to play off 2 feet. Pump fake her, get her in the air. She wants to block shots and then step through around her.
Yes, I always talk about you don't want to expose the ball to a shot blocker. You have to get a hand on one of their arms in order to be able to finish that ball cleanly to the basket.
Season high in blocks for Breeze.
It's a block party. We all got to invite.
They led the league coming in, just over 3 a game. Big time stuff. A 15, Beckers. Hunting maintains the dribble. Wheeler lost sight of her for a second, in and out. Here comes Burrell, 18 in the first half, now a 20-piece.
And we need more of that. Ray Burrell started the game off being the aggressor.
Second 20-point game of season 2 for Ray Burrell, 4 years out of Tennessee. Speaking of, Rakia Jackson on the lady ball, tripped up. Over to Allie LaForce, adjustments from the coaches.
Yes, well, speaking of Ray Burrell, I talked to Coach Quinn, and she said, hey, wow, did she get hot, but we changed our defensive coverage on her. They thought that really played a factor in slowing her down. She also loved the way that Cam was active with her hands. They talked about fronting BG. She thought that that played a factor in BG struggling in the first half. She said on offense, she loved the way that they took care of the ball, and also the assists were low, but that was a compliment because they were playing so efficiently on offense. The individuals were getting to their spots, so the assists weren't needed.
Well, Vinyl has just 1 assist the entire game, Allie, to your point. Contact on this end of the floor.
And just some frustration there from Handy on the inside. But it's interesting because I feel like the Breeze have become the more physical team. And I don't know that the Vinyl are handling that well. But I like that De'Erica continues to try to get to the paint and stay physical.
Well, Lisa, to your point, Noelle Quinn said this morning, teams have been physical with us. We need to be sure and sharp in our decisions. Both ends. Hamby with the cleanup. And like Cameron Brake said, we're tired of getting pushed around by everybody. We want to come out and set the tone. That's exactly what Breeze did in the second quarter. Nearly picked off, and Hamby crashes into Jackson. A lot of Sparks flavor on the floor right now.
I was thinking that earlier.
Well,
Thinking
listen,
earlier.
you can't talk
the
about
booth,
being
too.
teammates in the moment when you're on different teams. You got to play ball.
This is true.
And there's so much more money on the line. I'm like, bro, let's go.
Well,
none of that matters today.
to be fair, there are 2 Sparks on one club and 2 on the other. So that's maybe was what I meant.
No, she's going to breeze all day, baby. Come on, Rakia.
Rakia talking to her own teammate saying, you can't see me, you can't guard me.
Awesome to watch Rakia Jackson have joy out on the basketball floor. Burrell, fire. Williams aims to save it. Reiner pokes it to Hamby and the foul.
That's a tough basketball to try to save underneath the basket for Courtney Williams. Sometimes you just got to let it go.
Well, we talked about the game being a game of runs here, and Vinyl doing everything they can to get second and third chance opportunities. Look at Court all on the top. Court almost landed on her head. Get that block. That was a good thing De'Erica decided to pump fake there.
Vinyl hangs tough, down to 11 again. Williams, that's her spot. Burrell drives, kick it, and stolen by Jackson. Numbers for Breeze. Bounce pass to Williams. Pretty.
Breeze's synergy right now is unmatched.
Point game. Hamby lob it. Reiner catch it. Foul break.
And we'll see this pass from Rakia in transition. Courtney Williams put the burners on. We'll be back after this. she could play and score just off of her energy alone. She doesn't need a play drawn up for her to go get a bucket. She doesn't always have to go get in her bag. Her energy alone can get her a bucket.
Ray Burrell says she was born with competitive spirit. Her brother and her parents also athletes. And loves playing for Coach Teresa Weatherspoon, who pours in so much confidence. It's the patience and poise that is on display tonight as a passer now to Griner. Wishes she had that one back.
Wow, and that's a good contest from Brink down there with Griner on her.
Give and go, back out, Brink. A three. Now 9 3-pointers for Breeze. Cameron Brink up to 8 points.
2 for 2.
Bam. Yes, ma'am. I love it. From the outside, Cameron's come to play tonight. I love this. She's being aggressive, fighting hard down on defense, and her defense is leading to offense.
And coming off the bench, this is what teams need that are trying to get that playoff push. You need bench players who come in and contribute. That's what Cam Brink has done tonight.
And here's this double big lineup that we talked about. Brendan Coach said we might see it, and here they are out there together.
Get you another one, Cam.
Pinball's out.
The whole gym reacted to that one,
They
right?
did. The last trip down, Burrell picked up her 4th foul. Hunts around the pick. Dump it to BG. Kick out. Down to 5 to shoot. Split the defense. A block by Brink. Pull up the Brink's truck.
And
4th block for
that
Cameron Brink.
defensive possession, the Breeze was just flying around, but Cameron Brink going straight up. Volleyball block into the stands. I really like how Breeze right now is flying around. Courtney going down to send a help, but also getting back out to her own.
We talked to Cam about her shot blocking prowess today. Long 2 is true for Wheeler.
Okay, Wheeler, we see you trying to quiet the crowd. Nice 3-point shot here. They're going to need a few more of those.
Offensive foul. Cameron Brink. Just a second on Brink. Credit to the Breeze Bigs, Lisa, staying out of foul trouble. Just 3 combined, Malonga and Brink.
Well, we have talked about that quite a bit, and I got a chance to work with the girls. You've got to turn down the fouling for sure, especially on these moving screens.
Attention affects your attention. Put it on a shirt. Noelle Quinn. Wheeler, let it fly. And hit. That's a 3-pointer.
Erica Wheeler's one who can get hot quick and final meter 2.
16 for Wheeler. Burrell with the 22. Williams. Mid-range master. Back up 13 now. Hezzy by Wheeler. Outlet. Hamby. Spray it. Wheeler again. Book it. 19 for Wheeler.
Excellent ball movement. Paint to great. De'Erica Hamby getting downhill, kicking it out to Ida.
Paint to great. I like that
I think
mobility.
that was a term that we used in Golden State.
Coach Nicase would be proud.
I think so too.
It's a 10-point game, final minute, 3rd quarter. We talked about these ends of 3rd quarters. If you are the trailing club, Lisa, chip away, and that winning score does not become impossible to reach.
Well, Wheeler has scored 9 points in a row here. Can she get another bucket and continue to close this gap?
Picks up the dribble. BG face up. Outlet, Hamby, this could be big. Off the heel. Beckers, take the pass, lean in Jay, in and out. Rebound Malonga. And it's on Malonga, we're going the other way.
Wow, is that an over-the-back call? Interesting with the bigs, they're both so tall, it's really hard to tell where the contact happened, but I think a good idea for Coach Noelle Quinn not to use her challenge right now.
And both clubs are over the limit. I mean, to your point, hard to go over the back when someone's the same height as you.
Yeah.
BG's about an inch taller. Maybe a few inches, 6'9", 6'6". It all looks the same to me, just to be completely honest.
Right.
Not quite.
You just shook me off there. Beckers across drive, foul. One free throw worth 2 on the way for Paige Beckers.
That looked like valid defense to me. Erica Wheeler all night, she's been up in Paige Beckers. And Paige, she's gotten her shot off a couple times, but I really like the energy and tenacity that we're seeing from Erica Wheeler.
Breeze collectively 4 of 5 at the line. Paige Beckers 2 of 2. Gets to the line frequently. Now has 20 points in the half. Paige Beckers now has 9 20-point games in her unrivaled first season. Hamby for 3. Shot clock off for Breeze.
It's interesting because Hamby hasn't really shot the 3-ball well, but they continue to go to her, whereas Wheeler has shot the ball well. I would think that they would, I don't know, run a different play, maybe get Wheeler a shot, maybe a handoff and pass.
Here's what's coming up for Breeze Monday night. They face playoff-bound Mist. They're on later tonight here on True TV. And another playoff club in Laces tied for first with Phantom. That's next Friday. All 8 clubs play next Friday on TNT Sports to conclude the regular season. It's a 14-game campaign.
It's gone so fast. So crazy.
Too fast.
I wish we had like another month.
Wheeler comes up empty, 12-point game. The winning score is 77, established by Breeze. A complete team effort. Beckers with 22, Jackson with 18. The club has 10 blocks and 6 steals. Believe it, 12-point lead.
They have to be.
We hope to see Mo Billings and Hive arrive at some point.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too.
To start the fourth quarter, the winning score presented by Maker's Mark is 77 points. Double team on Hamby, Rivers open. Beckers now has a double-double. It's her 10th rebound with 22 points.
I love that defensive possession by the Breeze, forcing Rivers to take that outside shot, just doubling down just enough to leave her open.
Jackson on fire from that spot. Now has 20 points herself. And the fourth quarter is commercial-free, brought to you by AT&T. Burrell turns the corner. Outlet Rivers. Bounce pass is intercepted. Beckers to Jackson again. Final calls a timeout. Only a few trips down in this untimed fourth quarter.
It looked like they were trying to give Erica Wheeler a breather. I know how hard it is coming into the fourth quarter after you've been playing the whole game,
right.
But, you know, decision-making with Sanaya Rivers, tough possessions.
Rakia Jackson now 4 20-point games this season. Instant impact coming back after just a game absence, and wow, she changes Breeze.
Well, she not only changes them, I believe she is the X factor because of her defense, but the extra added offense. When Rakia turns into the beauty and the beast, she just really can take over a game, whether it's from outside or getting downhill. And Coach just talked about it. She believes that Rakia is the key to them getting all the way to the playoffs.
You got all the faith, too.
Just 2 games to go for the clubs playing tomorrow. The same can be said after the 4 clubs tonight. Beckers knifes a lob in. Paint touches for Malonga. Absorbs the contact and curls in for 2.
Not an easy shot to get on BG, but I love Malonga's patience in the paint.
Burrell turns on the Jets. And will shoot one worth 2. A chance for a new career high for Ray Burrell at the strike.
Finals trying to make up time, get quick buckets. I think pace is something that they're going to have to use right now to get back into this game.
And I think also using the free throw line is one of those things to slow it down a little bit, get some extra points, use your body, and see if you can continue to get to the line.
24 for Burrell, a new unrivaled career high. Breeze needs 7 to hit the winning score of 77. Beckers drives and scores, plus a foul.
And that's the tough part in 3-on-3. There's not always a help side defender. BG came over late. Sometimes, if you're not there on time, you're going to get a foul.
Glad Paige was able to get up from this because BG does rotate over. And I don't know that she hits her so hard, but Paige definitely hits the floor. Oh, yeah, her body. So they contacted her body. That's what pushed the floor so hard. But I know Coach Noel has to be happy because she told us earlier she wanted the Breeze to come out with a sense of urgency, and they've done that tonight.
Consistently, too. I don't think the Breeze has had a lull throughout this game. They've had their foot on the finals neck throughout the whole night.
The Breeze had a 2-point lead at the end of one, a handful of lead changes, some back and forth. They took over in the second quarter, won it by double digits. Burrell searches for an angle, hits Griner, spins, too much, that's finals night right there. Burrell, the hustle. Malonga strips it, 2-on-1. Beckers bounce it, Jackson finish it. 22 for Jackson.
And this game is so fast. Ray Burrell was complaining to the ref. Meanwhile, Rakia Jackson getting a bucket on the other end.
Well, Breeze coming in had lost 4 of 5, but Noel Quinn said, I still feel really good about our group, facing some adversity, shake off the rust from the other night.
I don't like the spacing right now for Vinyl. It doesn't look like they really know what they're trying to get into. They're trying to get the ball into BG in the paint, but Breeze is so active and everywhere. The spacing can be a lot better for the Vinyl.
Yeah, Vinyl there with their 10th turnover, really struggling to get some cohesion in their set.
Who gets the call for the game winner? Beckers has 3 this season. Foul by Wheeler. That's her 5th. Rakia Jackson has 1 this year, so does Malonga. That adds up to 5 wins. Breeze looks to get to 500 at 5 and 6. Jackson on the attack. Fake one way, turn the other. Burrell steady, lets it fly. Too strong. Beckers parachutes in. 2v2. Dump it to Malonga and a foul. In the act of shooting, so Dominique Malonga heads to the line, a chance to put a wrap on this one.
I commend Breeze for just how steady they've been throughout this game. No lulls, no lapses. They all look like they were in sync. I don't know what Noel Quinn told them before the game, but whatever it was, they were on the same page throughout the whole game.
Well, for a squad tab, the youngins.
The youngins
Are back to 500. At 6 and 6, they had lost 4 of 5, back on track.
What was beautiful, the Page has led this team, and we talk about them being youngins, but Coach Noel said they are wise beyond their years and led by Paige Beckers with a season high. She started out outside, doing a nice job getting to her spots in the mid-range, and she said when she's aggressive in attacking the basket, her team cannot lose. She did that tonight in a plethora of ways. The fast break, the step back, all the jumpers for 25 points, but also getting her teammates involved. She doesn't do it selfishly. When you look at her with her assists and 9 rebounds, did she get the 10th rebound?
She did. 12 points tonight.
There you go. Come on. With the double-double, Paige Beckers.
So they had dropped 2 in a row and 4 of 5, and Breeze improves to 6 and 6, remains in 4th place. A game back of missed in the win column. They play next here on True TV. Rakia Jackson poured in 22, added 3 steals as a club. Breeze had 10 blocks, 4 from Malonga, 4 from Brink.
Wow, and that's tough to do. No, you know. Playing against shot blockers, wow, they did their job tonight.
We talked to Cameron Brink this morning. She's here post-game with Allie LaForce.
Well, Cam, you really brought it on both sides of the ball tonight. We talked this morning about going out there and throwing that first punch. How did you make sure you got that done?
I mean, yeah, it was a really great team effort. We talked about sense of urgency today, so I really think we brought it.
We got to see your big lineup out there. In fact, you guys set a record, the most blocks in a single game by a team in Unrivaled. 10.
10!
Yeah.
Okay! Shout out Dom. That's all Dom.
How is it being out there with that big lineup? How much fun is that for you?
It's so fun. Dom's like my bestie here, so it's like really funny to just be menacing out here. We're both like 6'6" and huge, so it's really cool.
The bigs were great. The threes were falling. The bench really contributed. You were a huge part of that. How close are you to feeling as one unit with this team right now?
I mean, we're super close on and off the court, and I think that's really helpful. Noe's a great leader for us, and I think Courtney has been the most phenomenal addition to the team. So shout out Court.
One more step in the right direction. Thanks, Cam.
Thank you.
Breeze wins game one of our True TV doubleheader, 77-56. Up next, Lunar Owls and Mist. Thanks so much for joining us here at Sephora Arena in Miami. Again, stick around for Lunar Owls and Mist. For Monique Billings, the Hall of Famer, Lisa Leslie, Allie LaForce, Brendan Glasheen, stick with us. We have you covered here in Miami.